Greetings, fellow beings. Welcome to another Friday post flight. Not quite post enough because it seems like FNT is still running, but that's all right. We got to get started on time. I have an incredible guest for us today, somebody that I know very well now, quite personally, somebody I consider a friend. And let me tell you, in this space, friend is a weird thing, but Paulie has done an awful lot for me. And hopefully I have reciprocated at least a little bit. Very talented in many, many facets. Sing, dance, act, just a great guy. And apparently now an author, which we will talk about in just a few short moments. But in order to join us today, I wanted to make sure that we got a chance to talk about his project that he's just come up with, this beautiful novella, and he's actually got something physical to show us. I think you're going to be impressed. I know I was. And well, let me just share this. This man is impressive at just about everything. So let's get started. We'll bring him in right away and not waste any more time because probably some of you know this guy. It's Paulie, the Latino Slant. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm well. Happy Friday,
Well,
everybody. Happy
yeah.
Friday.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
you're looking good. I caught up with you in age just a few days ago, so you and I are now
Oh,
the same age again. Yeah,
happy belated.
yeah,
Happy
I know,
belated.
I know. I think you wished it to me on Twitter or something a couple
Okay,
days ago.
okay.
That's fine. You
All
were
right.
good, but yeah, we got everybody here in the audience, and I'm so grateful you could join us today. Everybody knows how the show works. We do the beginning, which is the introductions and everything, and I usually start out with some grandiose statements about my guest, but in this time around, I think they're more than accurate. You are gifted. You do just about everything. You're a man with many hats. One that you seem to like favor more than others, but a man with many hats indeed. So go ahead and introduce yourself. I think a lot of people know you, but if they don't, I think it'd be a good time to do that.
Yeah, my name is Paulie, and the channel I run is called the Latino Slant. Been around now for 3 years, covering achievement, celebrating, spotlighting, work as far as the arts from people who happen to be Latino, and it's been a great ride. And then Uh, we could do everything from interviews to reviews and all that good stuff. And you know, it's always an adventure.
It truly is.
Yeah,
Apparently,
man.
more recently than than you were
Yeah,
just talking about.
yeah.
I have to say, I want to learn more about your book right away because, like I said,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about it a couple times during the show, once
Cool.
now and once later. But tell everybody what you're working on because I think it's something extraordinary and I think it's something you should be proud of. And I'm going to feature you on the screen.
Oh, nice,
So
beautiful. Well,
yeah,
the one of the books is right there over my shoulder, and one is right here in my hands.
look at
These are the
that.
the two proof books that I paid for because I wanted to get the look and feel and approve of it. So what is going on is that we are doing a Indiegogo campaign to get this fully funded, get 100 of these, get posters, and then get it fully set up. We'll have print on demand, ebook, we'll have worldwide distribution, all that good stuff. That's what really the campaign is all about. And this baby's written, and couldn't be happier, man. We got, we're of the goal is 3,500. We're just under 3,000 right now, so that's just like amazing.
So
It's
you're really
amazing,
close. I mean,
really close.
that's amazing. That's
Mhm.
incredible. And I know you had a couple people fund it even more today. So
A lot.
it's yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
read
very
by
impressive.
nature. Steven Seagal deleted scenes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see the communities that we kind of like are interconnected with.
Yeah.
Uh, come out because they're putting their money where their mouth is,
Oh yeah.
and that's a big that really is what drove us all together. So there's so many had so many objectives with this particular with this one and everything I write, but in regards to the community, and they call me Charleston. um I had a lot of objectives, and I can say that I met them all.
Well, that's
Number
I mean,
number one, to entertain you guys with a great story, and I know I got a great story for you guys.
well, I'm speaking of a great story, I wanna say something great about the fact that we just got 5 Culture Casino memberships from
Ooh,
Scott Westbrook. Thank you, Scott. I
yes.
appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah.
Wonderful wildlife photography from this guy.
Oh, yeah?
And, we got great, wow, renewals here for some people who, still are maintaining a membership thanks to these lovely gifts. So thank you very much, Scott. I think everybody be grateful. And for those of you that are out there in the audience, thanks for being here. We've got Polly for a short time today. We're go about 90 minutes or so, and promise will be very interesting real soon. But I'm excited for you, Polly. I want to make sure we promote the book as many times as we can. I actually have the link right here, which I'm going to post in the chat as we speak.
Yeah.
Check it out. It is on Indiegogo. It is a going concern, and if you right click on that link, it will put you in a new tab, so you don't guide yourself away from here, and you can
Right.
check it out.
Don't
The
leave us. Don't
campaign,
leave us.
yeah. The campaign in general on Indiegogo seems to be going really well. We'll put that up on the screen towards the end of the show so you can take a look at some more of the art and everything that goes into this book and some of the character concepts because Polly has thought this out very well. So, and there's a lot of room for you to run with it, it looks like. So that's
Yeah.
great news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Building blocks. Building
that's
blocks
right.
is so this first one we'll do with an Indiegogo campaign, and then as we build, we're just going to be doing our own releases. No Indiegogo campaign, but yeah, this is it, man. I think it was time to do this. It's been a couple of years. Been waiting on this one now. In this iteration, it's been done for about a year. So
Wow. So
yeah,
you were really on top of it. Not a lot of people can claim that, man. So that you're way ahead of the curve. So well done.
yeah.
Well done indeed.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
You couldn't hear me. I have all that promotion ready to go in just a minute. I need to cough. That's why I'm
As he's
muted. I'm like,
coughing,
I'm gonna
I'll drink
cough.
water. That's all
That's
right.
right. So no,
Mhm.
yeah, we have so much wonderful support in our little group of humans here in our sphere. Scott Westbrook comes back with a membership chat. Look at this. Member for 19 months. Thank you, Scott. Says, I hope everyone considers supporting Polly's book. Indeed. I'm not a reader, but this excerpt has me looking forward to this. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
He's done well.
If I can say something to Scott, part of the Indiegogo is that you can also hit up our $10 Oye level, and you'll get the MP3. That is already
Ooh.
that's already produced. Me and Romy performed this into our microphones, and we put it together a nice MP3 for you guys. So the highest level is already sold out, so you can get the MP3 by itself at $10. So yeah, man. So yeah, if you
$10
don't want to
make you
read,
holla. Man, that's
$10.
fantastic, Polly. That's great. So you did the voice acting on it and everything. So you have
Yeah, yeah.
two.
With this character, it's really easy to get into him. He's got a lot of flavor. He's got a lot of humor and and just a lot of depth and love to Charleston. Charleston's the lead character.
Yeah, and yeah, you've been in a lot of places right on top of this, man. I appreciate your grind on this. So you lots of people are seeing you talk about it,
Yeah. Well,
and I
Roman's a
think
backer. Roman's a
yeah,
backer.
and I think every time that you've talked about it, Paul, you've said something slightly different. There's been a little bit more that you've kind of given away a little breadcrumb here and there. So that's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, but
yeah.
we're 84% into this. It's got 6 days left. So you're real close, dude. You're real close.
I know it's
So
gonna
that's
happen.
that's fantastic. And if
Well,
if
it's
you get it
already
all
happening.
funded,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think
It's already
I know it's
happening.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meaning like this level where we're at now is that real like uh good zone to pay for that extra packaging and
Yeah.
shipping to pay for our artist James Esparza, who really put this book together, formatted it. I mean, it just looks lovely,
It looks great. Yeah.
and the quality is dope. We're working with bookbaby.com. That's where we're getting it
Oh,
all done at. So yeah, again, just been knocking on all our friends' doors, including yours. So been
yeah.
on Film Threat, been on Doom Talk.
It's easy to promote you, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, but honestly, Darcipius here. A lot of people here. I saw Penny out there, Keely Chow. Thanks for the support, folks. We are going to keep rolling. We have questions to ask you, Paulie. Do you feel
Yes.
like you ready for the first 3 questions?
Sure.
All right.
What's up?
Let's start here. Hey, Dalton. Let's start here I have stingers for all these. So they're fancy. So
Ooh, I
here we
want to
go.
see this stuff.
It's
So
the
produced.
first 3. First 3.
Production.
So for all the first timers on the show, I know,
Yes.
isn't that fancy? So
Very nice.
all the first timers on the show, we ask the first 3 questions are always the same. It gives the audience some insight into some different aspects of your appreciation of media. And because a lot of times we get talking and we fire off in all 1,000 different directions, off on different tangents. We usually mention the things that we like along the way, but we never get to really say why. So we'll start with the first question, which is, what is your favorite television show of all time?
I mean, that's just so unfair.
I know, but tell them why it's unfair that I'm asking you
Well,
that.
because there's so many shows that were influential in my life, like since as a little kid all the way up to now. Okay,
Right.
but let's just go with my lifetime, right? Okay. Sanford and Son, MASH,
Oh yeah.
Cheers, Chico and the Man, All in the Family, Moonlighting, uh, you Jump Up, Mad Men, The X Files, the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a lot more recent ones as well. But those not only those come out to me, but those are ones that I've bought as far as like DVD, those collections. I have all. I'm looking at right there, Mad Men, The X Files, and my Sanford and Son. I have every season of The X Files on DVD.
Wow.
So those Sanford and Son. There was episodes written by Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney that are just the most offensive, hilarious episodes ever on television. Like,
I watched that show with my dad and my grandfather. Who and I was a very young boy. I
yeah,
thought that was so
yeah.
funny. My grandma would go in and out of the room. Sometimes she'd be like, "What are you saying?" And she'd be all like in and out of it. It was so great. But
You know, and
most people
recently,
don't
yeah.
understand that show. No, go ahead. Most people don't understand it.
Oh, and yeah, this is a show that me and my cousin, uh, can throw. We just start saying lines to each other
Yeah.
of the shows. From Aunt Esther, all the Aunt Esther, that so many jabs Fred took at Aunt Esther, to this
Yeah.
is the one. Um,
Yeah.
Romy had it on the other day. It was probably the biggest mistake of her life because I was like working, I was back here, and then I heard it, and I went to the living room and I sat down, and I kid you not, culture, I started reciting the lines,
The
and she was like,
lines, yeah.
because it was the one where he had a toothache. He had a
Yeah.
toothache, and he hires his hypnotist to hypnotize the pain out of him. And it was just, it's a lost art. That is a lost art, man. How just hilarious, hilarious. Something as stupid as having a toothache could
Red man, Red.
Red Fox,
I mean,
bro.
we had so many great people that we've lost, and we've had so many great comedic writers that we've lost. I mean, that
Yeah.
boy, we needed them to mentor people, and then we needed that to continue to go on. So
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like we missed out on like great stuff. Yeah, Sanford and Son was an adaptation of a British series. Really,
Yeah,
Shinatsky?
Stanford and Son, I believe. Stanford and Son.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. It's Bud
All right.
Yorkin. I believe it was Bud Yorkin or Norman Lear that did it. But
Probably Lear, right? I mean,
yeah, it's just
yeah.
and Lear's still alive. God bless
Yeah,
Lear.
which is amazing, right? I think I have some
Mhm.
books over here,
You
but
know, but
yeah.
also too in regards to like Sanford and Son. I mean, he would bring in his Blue Moon comic friends. Guess who was one of his OG friends was Pat Morita, because Pat Morita was a Blue Moon comic himself. So Pat Morita was on the show. Gregory Sierra was on. It was Julio
Yeah.
the neighbor.
Yeah.
Good times, man. Yeah,
So
that's
good.
so. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite shows, because it could just recite lines, and just was funny to see
Yeah,
Fred
we were
Sanford
we
get in trouble.
yeah, Step Toe and Son was what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Steptoe. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Got a couple
that
people in the chat with that.
it
Uh,
obviously that doesn't have the same here. San Francisco is the cultural landmark, that's still to this day still just is so funny on so many levels, man.
oh, indeed. And again, I mean, it was boy, we got a lot of mileage out of those old shows because I mean, even now, the prescience of something like All in the Family,
Mhm,
if people understand what that show is, then they'll be like, wow, because
mhm.
I swear people just they want to say, well, that's a racist show. You don't understand the show, like it's just like
No,
you're you're
no,
superficial.
you're just
you
missing the point.
Yeah,
That
you lack depth and understanding.
right.
That's what we yeah.
And I mean, the whole episode about Fred having a toothache, and then he finally relents and goes to a dentist, is that he does not want a black dentist.
So
He's like,
messed up.
he assumes the best dentists are all white. He's like, give me a white dentist, please. And there's this whole riffraff. And of course, the best dentist there is a black man. I mean, it's just, oh, and it was great, man. It was great.
Well, you know what? I didn't expect that from you, but I think it's great.
I
And
know, I know. Because, yeah, I could say the sci-fi ones. I don't know what, but it's like,
oh no, I thought you would pick something that a certain someone was in, but hey, what do I know?
certain
Oh,
someone was in, like, what, Romy was in or something?
yeah, yeah.
Nah, nah, nah.
Wow. Okay. I hope she's not watching.
No, no. I mean, listen, again, I had some friends who were able to make it into the later seasons of the X-Men, which
Right.
excuse me, the X-Files, which I
X
think,
Files. Yeah.
which like some college friends that like actually got great roles in the X-Files. I was so happy for them. I was a huge X-Files fan. This my ex-girlfriend at the time, my girlfriend at the time in the 90s got me into it, and it was just I'd never seen anything like it. And it was y- you know yes, all the subject matters that they, whether it was like the monster of the week or the
Oh yeah.
continuing ongoing government stuff, but at the heart of the X-Files were two lonely, desperate people who
Yeah.
need each other for different reasons. One was full of faith, and one was full of hope in a different way. But man, what chemistry those two! It was something else.
Yeah. Man.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, you can watch. You can sit down, put in just like a season, and sit down and just be like engrossed. It was so well done. It's
Yeah,
one of the
I think the later seasons got they just became they just regurgitated their own greatness, and it just kind of got real stale. Um,
yeah.
and I would say even the season, I'd say at the end of seven, easy at the end of season 7, that was it. That was it. And then Duchovny left. Um, but one could make an argument once he saw where Samantha was laid to rest, like the tombs of where she was a part of, and that was it. But
Yeah.
Fox milked it.
Yeah, and they tend to do that, and Chernotsky's right, somewhere around 6 or 7. I mean, they really do milk stuff far too long. It's one of the things we talk about how Hollywood will ride a dead horse while it's not moving for all too long.
But what was the episode called? Drive. If it wasn't for, really that writing team, a lot of those writers, directors are really, have pushed television to where we're at now with Breaking Bad and Bryan Cranston. He was in an X Files episode called
Yeah.
Drive, and it was really the first time we got to see Cranston out of the Malcolm in the Middle dad, where he
Yeah.
played this lunatic. Yeah.
Well, I mean, his range is incredible. Nobody realizes that guy's a legit actor. I mean, a lot of people can get cast to be this character, but not a lot of actors can do different characters that
Yep.
well. I think he's one of the best. I really do. I mean, he's a little goofball outside of the stuff
Oh
he's
yeah,
in, but
yeah.
yeah,
Terrible takes. Terrible
yeah,
takes.
yeah.
As far as, in my opinion, his social stances. But that aside,
Oh
he's
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the best actors of our generation.
It's
Last
it's it's
30 years.
it's one of the things I try to encourage people to do is separate the actor from the separate the art from the
Yeah.
actor if you can,
So
because
yeah,
sometimes
Vince.
they're yeah,
Yeah, thank you,
yeah,
Shanatsky. Vince Gilligan, who
yeah.
created.
Vince is Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
dude,
a lot of
and Better
actors
Call
were.
Saul, and Better
Better
Call Saul. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean,
Mhm.
Gilligan's probably got like 1,000 of those loaded up. He's probably like the thing is I'm nobody's going to be like Taylor Sheridan, where you can just load up like 6 things in your head and just start writing them. I mean, I
Mm,
don't get that. It's hard for me to like finish a script for a video or whatever, write an article
mm.
for that
Mhm,
Park Place. I don't know.
mhm.
But you went
Yeah.
down and you wrote a whole novella, and you've got
Yes.
more in your head. So
Well,
again,
there's
hats
3.
off to you,
Yeah.
man.
I
Yeah.
mean, this is the newest one. This is about 5 years old. I already have a novel ready, and, plenty of other stories, because this is part of a universe I've been working on for, like, 20 years at least.
Wow,
At
that's
least.
awesome. All right, well,
You
let's
know?
move on to the second question because we do
Alright.
have three. So here we go. All right, this one's fun. What film is your go-to when you're homesick? What's your comfort film?
Oh god.
Yeah.
I mean, the bread and butter is gonna be the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Mhm.
That's, because it's, at this point, at this stage in the game, you can fall asleep and wake back up, feeling a little better, and Frodo's still walking, out of the Shire, and so because you know what you miss, but it's like, oh yeah, this part's coming up, and you snooze off. Okay,
Yeah.
that to me is the ultimate comfort watch.
And
Um,
we
mhm.
all have those, right? I mean, and it's that thing. So yeah, so you're not picking a movie, you're going with a trilogy, which I get. I mean, you could spend 18 hours in bed watching the trilogy, the longest possible form.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying, like, when I'm sick was usually, that means I'm in and out of sleep, and
Yeah.
I'm eating soup, I'm on the couch or whatever. Um, so it's gonna be those extended editions, you know, all the time. Gladiator, love Gladiator. That's another fun one, beautifully shot.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
a
I
lot of '90s films, like
I
Braveheart,
I
Dances with Wolves.
I wonder
Um,
why.
because those, like, kinda lull me to sleep, and then I'll wake up. Maybe not Braveheart too much. Those that might keep me up. Goodfellas and, Pulp Fiction, those just keep me up because I always have to keep watching. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like I said, I mean, if you put in the original, trilogy for Star Wars,
Mm,
that's comforting to me. The original 3 Indiana Jones films are comforting to me. There's like it's that late '80s, early '90s, everything you're talking about. Like, I could watch Demolition Man a billion times. I've
mm.
watched Groundhog Day a billion times.
That's a good one. That's a good one. To me,
So yeah.
for me, comfort, like, if I'm asleep, if I'm sick, I'm in and out of sleep. So I like those long ones where, again, even like Gandhi or Lawrence of Arabia, like, I just
Wow,
put that
Lawrence of
on and
Arabia. That oof,
mhm,
wow.
mhm.
You're right though. It's the longer stuff and the comfortable stuff. It's the things that you would watch if it was on television. You'd sit down and watch it. Like, you just walked by a
Yeah.
TV and it happened to be on.
But there's ones I don't wanna miss too, like
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction, or even like Roadhouse, because those are always fun and just
yeah.
so silly, but, like,
Well,
kick ass at the
Swayze was
same time.
so good in that too. I mean, that guy was
Yeah.
playing a very serious role.
Yeah, and
Really interesting.
he learned, I believe it uh, was it Bang Sohan, Hapkido for
Mhm.
that.
Mm.
A buddy of mine who was under this black belt here in LA. Anyways, one of the black belts taught Swayze at the time, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge we got another 5 Culture Casino
Ooh,
memberships in the chat from our friend Stuttering Guitarist. Thanks for being here, my friend. Thank you for that incredible gift. We've got 5 people who now can either remain or become new members. So I do appreciate that. They do as well, and it's great to see you
fun,
here. Thank you.
fun.
All right, Paulie, we knocked that out of the park. Let's get
Yeah.
to the last one. And I'm gonna have
Okay.
to reload my browser when we go to the next segment because the StreamYard's doing its you aren't allowed to uh, look normal thing. It's stuttering on my end. So
Oh yeah, that way you're
uh,
looking all.
it's all like sketching out.
Yeah.
All right. So the third question is always the weirdest because I'm asking you a question that you never get asked.
Mm,
You're always asked, what's your favorite film, right? But you're
yeah.
never asked, what was your best film experience? Entirely different thing.
Best film experience.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm. Best film experience.
And while you're answering
You
that,
know,
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna answer that. So I gotta tell you, I think my best film experience is definitely, yeah, it's a memorable one. So when we got, remember in the 90s, mid 90s, they made the announcements, the Phantom Menace was gonna happen and the build up was the huge build up to Phantom Menace. Well, before that, Lucas did the special editions.
Oh yeah. Oof.
And they made announcements of that they were going to show the special editions uh in the theater, right? I can't see it. This is a pin from that night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they offered was that you get the tickets. I bought all 3 nights. So it's like, one night was Star Wars, a couple months later, Return of the Jedi, and then maybe
Yeah.
like 6 months down the line, and Return, and the order.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Empire and then yeah, Return. Yeah.
so my best movie experience was when I took my young cousin with me, and his side of the family wasn't doing well at all. I think his dad was away. Um, so I was what, like, kind of like my late mid to late 20s at that time.
So you were big
So
brothering or mentoring
yeah,
or yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that really is what it was. I'm looking for my action figure. Where's that? But we got all these gifts and everything, including the theater edition of Luke Skywalker. Let me grab it because he got one too, and I'll see him from time to time,
Wow. Let me make you bigger. Hang on a second.
and it
Boom.
says Return of the Jedi Special Edition. Got the old man eyes.
Wow.
Opening night, March 7th, 1997. So I was still like what, 26?
Yeah. Look at
And
that.
so we got this, we got posters, got pins, all that good stuff. He got it as well. And that was such a landmark for us because I don't see him as much as I see his brother or sister nowadays, but when I do, we always talk about that. We
Yeah.
we had a great time. Oh, and being the OG that he was, Mark Hamill was there, and he was just so wonderful to all of us after the movie. You know,
Yeah, I
uh,
remember those days.
yeah,
But
I know,
man, amazing. That's incredible. Um
yeah,
well, and that's fun. And again, it's it that's it's it That's the kind of stuff you're not gonna get asked in other places. That's why I like to ask the questions you're not getting asked.
No, it's a good
Um,
question. Definitely a good
yeah,
question.
and that was a beautiful story. I think everybody probably enjoyed hearing that. And the next time you come, I'll have 3 more questions that I'll send you in advance. That'll
Sure,
be
man.
completely different. So be prepared.
Sure,
But
sure.
we got Stuttering Guitarist here. He's been a member for a couple months, and I appreciate his support everywhere. Stuttering Guitarist supports everybody. Special Editions was a blast. Did the midnight showing of For a New Hope. There were lightsaber duels in the line. Yes, all college guys,
Yep,
all having fun. Yeah, I I think
totally.
leading into a Phantom Menace, I think a lot of us camped outside the theaters because you had to camp outside to get your tickets so that you could go
Yep.
shower so that you could come back, get in line to watch the film. So it was crazy. I remember
Yep.
those days.
Yep. And then for the special editions, we were in line at Tower Records still,
Oh yeah.
right there on Sunset, and it was just waiting in line to get those tickets, man. And you just met all kinds of, fellow Star Wars fans. And
Oh, it was, and that's the thing. I mean, arguments would break out, but it wasn't. There was no malice in them. There was no ill intent. It was like just nerd on nerd violence, man.
it was all very innocent. It
Uh,
was just, just
ooh, Mad Doctor's
big
here.
time. Odega.
Um, we got lots of wonderful folks in the audience. Great comments out there. Special editions brought us Snoodles. Jabba's singing Alien Girl. Yeah, that was also Berserkus Circus, man. Some of that stuff was a little bizarre. Wow, John Sapola's out there says, change too much special editions hand shot first. How about just hand shot? That's
Mhm.
that's the correct answer. But look, overall, I think a lot of people, especially George himself, but at the end of the day, I think he probably realizes those editions maybe weren't the best idea. It's the same thing that I think Spielberg went through, right, Paulie? Where after they changed ET, he changed it right back from the walkie-talkies to the back to the guns.
Well, what I know is that once you create something and you let it out into the world, it's no longer yours.
Right.
But these guys could control that to a certain degree, and that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
And that's almost something that is almost an unfair advantage. It's like you should just once it's out there. But people being perfectionists. I'm even going through the manuscript one more time for anything before that final manuscript is sent in. But it's like you just gotta let it go, man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So
that's, like I said, the Greedo thing, uh, is still the thing that I think it starts a ton of arguments in there. And but you're right. I mean, once that was out in the world, don't touch it, because now it is everybody's. And that's why film preservation, like the Library of Congress and other places that do that, AFI, all the other
mhm,
stuff,
mhm.
I think that's incredibly important because then, sure, people can go back and edit a film, but there's always these wonderful original copies out there in the world, that exist. So there you are. Um, you bring back Soul Assassin's trying to start a wrestling match out there. He's like, bring back the Trek versus Star Wars debates. There you go. It
Mm.
was, but those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Yeah, that's just what happens when, it's just the times, hopefully these times will end where we can just get back to that because everyone's just, yeah,
Yeah, and Shinatsky points out that it's about screwing over Marshall Lucas. But the originals are still the originals, and I have them on VHS tape. So there you go.
nice.
Yeah, I
Nice.
also have the despecialized editions, which cleared up all the audio in 4K now, courtesy of a
Yeah, I
wonderful
mean,
viewer.
that tip, right? You had the technical advancements. I mean, why not?
Yeah, that's a good film too, for a first film experience and one that you remember. 12th
Mm,
birthday, Jurassic Park. That's a good one.
that's a good one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My
You
allergies are getting the best of me. All right. Well, Paulie, thank you for those. Those are just
sure,
the
man.
those are just the tip of the iceberg. We
Sure.
have we have some fun stuff now.
Okay.
there's always every week there's always some very strange things that happen, and I just call it weird news. All right. That's weird news, and we've got some. Man, I'm coughing my head off.
Yeah.
This is weird. Sorry about
You
that, folks.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you got a whole new, potential thing there with that intro. You can update it with some Ziegler
Oh,
B-roll.
indeed. Weird. I probably should, but I like to keep it. I like to keep crazy out of the weird news because the
Yeah.
weird news is crazy enough.
Yeah, we don't mean loca, just weird. All right.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to let you pick. There are three, and we will go through all three of them. But I want you to pick the first one. So I'm just going to give you an idea what the stories are about, and you get to pick.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna. A moose loves Halloween. Um, uh,
Okay.
bears like Mexican food,
Mm.
and taco scented paper.
Oh, God. Let's go with that. Let's find out
You
about
want to start where? You want to start
why
there?
not?
Okay.
Let's find out.
All right. Well, in a story that I know that you'll appreciate and Tom would love.
Mm.
All right. Apparently, Taco Bell has released taco scented wrapping paper. We're not sure how we feel about it. Well, I know how I feel about it. Now, this story goes back a ways. This is in December of 2019. So I'm not sure you can still get this. But apparently, they did make taco smelling wrapping paper. And you can see the taco meat that is the pattern and stuff like that.
That
But
is
it actually smelled like tacos. When I found this, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. But so if you're a fan of scratch and sniff stickers, then you're no stranger to the world of scented stationaries. But
okay.
these usually come in sweet scents. So today, all that changes. Taco Bell's limited edition collection of taco scented wrapping paper was released just in time for the holiday season. So this is what you could get from them. Look at this picture.
I
I don't think
mean,
these still exist, but I had to drop it because these were available on Amazon for $4. Each set of wrapping paper comes with 5 sheets of scented paper, in with a different savory design. So, yeah. What do you think? Would you have wrapped your Christmas gifts in Taco Bell scented papers?
you know what? Depends on the friend.
Somebody that would love it. There you go.
And I'm looking to see if they have them on Amazon.
Still, yeah, I don't know if
Bacon
they do
scented
anymore.
wrapping paper.
Oh, that sounds good.
I mean, why not? That's kinda like, but
Mm.
it's gotta be for the right it almost can be, like, for the joke gift or for the funny friend or funny cousin you might have, you know?
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
have one of my brothers, one of my siblings, I would definitely have wrapped, something like that, but I know there's bacon scented wrapping paper.
Yep,
I know who's getting that for Christmas.
yep. Yep, there it is.
Oh, so
And
great.
it's in a
Oh,
private chat.
that's a pretty fun weird news story, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but, they released the same wrapping paper back in 2018. It sold out in less than 48 hours, so it
Wow.
sounds like it'll be available this year. I'll have to go check it out there as well.
Taco
Um,
Bell.
Taco Bell. So I was in Vegas, as you know, Paulie, recently.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't have a 6-minute daily proper today or one yesterday. Um, I did do 6-minute conversation about the Marvels, which believe me, Paulie and I'll talk about here in a few minutes. But
I can't
the
get away from it.
so I took a picture
Okay.
of the Las Vegas Taco Bell sign for Tom. So I
Mm.
sent him the Las Vegas. It's funny as heck. So, man, it is fancy. It looks like it's definitely a Las Vegas Taco Bell sign. Very cool.
But it's the
All right.
same food.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now you got to pick the first one. I'm gonna pick the second one
Okay.
because I feel like we're on a roll. I feel like this. I think you
Yep.
this is a theme that I think you're gonna jump into
Let's
because
rock.
guess what? And we always have bear stories when they're available because we like bears here. A bear steals Taco Bell delivery from a Florida family's front porch. This is no kidding, man.
He's hungry, man.
There's one of these all the time, and it's almost always in Florida now. It's crazy, but yeah, this we're gonna watch the video. Hopefully, there's no audio. No, there it is. Yoink!
Oh man, he just
He's like, I got Taco Bell.
bye.
Bye.
Wow.
That's so great. Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
oh,
here
yeah.
we go. So here's the DoorDash person. All right, here we go. There's the DoorDash person, right?
Okay, does her job, taking a
Yep.
picture, report
And then
it,
she's out.
and
See ya.
she's out. She did her job. Good.
There's a bear.
There's a car though. Whose car is
I know
that?
they're home.
Whoa.
I know it's crackers, man. That's just nuts.
You know what? He was probably close by because he smelled it.
Oh man, bears have incredible sense of smell, man. It's just
Wow.
isn't that crazy? Just rolled up and yoink. And there's more than one angle on it, which is great.
Oh yeah. I just put up a ring, a new ring camera for my mom and get the whole cul-de-sac. Pretty amazing. But instead of bears coming out of the woods, it's homeless people coming out of the woods.
Oh, he's eating the look. He's got it going. He's getting some getting some food.
Oh,
look at that.
Beautiful nature, man.
See, it's weird news, right? Weird news. Let's see what the chat thinks about that. Let's see who's out there. Let's see. Oh shoot. Chat just jumped all over the place.
Yeah, they're popping off, man. You got some good people in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, Eric Winberg said a $5 super chat. Thank you, Eric. What's up, man? What's up, y'all? Kirk won't one stop your denial. Well, hey, okay. He's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Where are you guys at? I'm trying to get down here to the bear commentary.
Oh yeah, they're having fun with it.
Oh, okay, good. See, now there was yeah, there's the bear. So there is Snort. Snort's like, yay. So yeah, didn't think there was a lot of bears in Florida. There's a ton of bears in Florida.
Is that right?
Yeah. Snort's like, that was a cousin Grub. He was just trying to save the family from the after effects of eating Taco Bell. There you go. He's like, you guys don't get this. I'll take care of it for you. Yeah, they're amazing. Bears are so cool. I think they're just incredible. Boo Boo wanted food. He did. Hey, Phoenix Knights in the house. What's up?
So
CC Karaoke's out there.
So someone was there and then just snagged it.
Yeah, he just like yoink. Yeah, well, that was a cell phone video. Let's take a look at the cell phone video again. Hang on. Okay.
Yeah, what's that angle?
That's got to be. They're like out there. They're like walking around. It's like hello.
Wow.
Bear's like, what's up?
I mean, that's kind of too close for comfort, man. I mean,
dude, most of these bears are chill, though. I mean,
really?
Look, they're a wild animal. I would not suggest getting anywhere close to them.
No, I'm not going to test that.
No, don't. But what's insane is that they literally they help themselves. Like some of the videos I've shown on here, Paulie, have been like the bears literally walk into the people's houses. Like they walk through the door, they go into the kitchen, they open the freezer. Like one bear stole somebody's frozen lasagna. There's crazy stuff.
This reminds me of kind of like taco places that have like the clever, bilingual names, Spanglish names.
Oh yeah.
Anything clever? Remember like a clever taco shop, restaurant,
well, Taco Bueno, but Del Taco. Del Taco's kind of
no, that's not no. So there's one that was just a drive-through, and
There's
it's
a
called
pink taco stand.
no, it's gotta be Spanglish, bro. So like
Oh,
taco rido, taco rido, and it's a play on words, right? And it's just a drive-through, and it's really good, taco
yeah.
rido. So
In my neck of see, I don't they weren't real clever around me. It was, but I like I like the seafood Mexican stuff. You know that.
mhm.
So and I like Sonoran Mexican food. It's just kind of where I grew up. That was like the popular stuff, but and nobody was terribly clever. I mean, now you just have all the what do you call it? Um, oh, they're all like the same sounding name. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if you
yeah,
guys like got your favorite taco spot that has a fun name,
yeah. That's a good question.
because I just put also one taco miendo,
Está
which is
comiendo.
which literally means we're eating, but it's taco and then miendo, taco miendo. No, not taco flesh. No, 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 no. That's Taco Bell. That's Taco Bell. You want a taco flesh? Go eat some Taco Bell. But
That's funny stuff.
yeah, I appreciate those ones that have,
Yeah.
have character and flavor with their
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, Casa Bonita from South Park is looking to go big time, right? They're gonna try to make that a chain.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
and probably all courtesy to the last special we saw from South.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polly Loco, no, 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 Venkman, no.
What was what was the name? Oh, Chicken Brothers, right? The Chicken Brothers were in
Chicken
Breaking.
Brothers,
Yeah,
Chicken Brothers.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
San Antonio, in that area, they have was it Taco Cabana,
Cabana Taco House.
Casa
I like that.
Bonito. That's funny. That's cute.
Yeah,
That's cute. Taco
Casa
Rido, Taco Miendo. Uh,
Casa Ber Casa
there's
Bernito.
there's another one. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah. I just thought that'd
Taco
be
Talk.
fun. I thought you'd appreciate that one. And
Yeah.
then finally, it's so funny because like the last 3 weeks, it's been all animal related uh,
Mm.
stuff. So I told you there's a moose that loves Halloween. So
Oh.
this is funny because this thing's huge. I think I did this on a 6 minute daily, so it's kind of cheating. But this moose rolled up on these people's porch and ate their pumpkin.
Damn, you got the camera. Look at this.
Look at look at that. Look at that. Get a little
What?
video going on. Chomp.
Jesus.
That thing's huge, right? He just
Oh my
decided, you know
God.
what? This pumpkin's good. I'm gonna eat it.
Look at those antlers,
I
man.
know. That is a big fella.
Horn.
That is a big old bull moose.
Wow.
Oof. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Nice.
Great stuff, right?
Oh. I mean, is he gonna like, poop out pumpkin spice?
It'll be fine. Probably. It'll be all right. Look, I'm not a pumpkin spice coffee guy, but it is what it is.
Oh God. Let me loosen my belt just because my belly just grew just thinking about it. Ah, I
I
love I
got
love pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah,
pumpkin
yeah,
spice. I love, yeah, I'm one of those guys.
yeah. My friend CC Karaoke, what's up, man? He says going hard on the Canadian content for this stream, eh? Well, I mean, this is your neck of the woods. The bear was from Florida, though, man. Calm down.
Yeah, I,
You don't
I
get,
think
you don't have
I
all
think
the
this is
bears.
a very, very balanced, diverse
Yeah,
subjects.
we'll
This
spread
is
it
something
out.
for everyone, CC. All right,
Yeah,
something
we
for
spread it
everyone.
out.
We'll spread it out.
Especially with the Florida bear getting Taco Bell, which is pseudo Mexican food. Yeah, spreads it
Oh, that
out.
was a good one, man.
Let's see, what is this? Alaska is not Canada. That's also true.
Very true, Michelle. It was very, very smart.
It's
Very,
it's
yes.
it's Canada adjacent.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Canada wants to be Alaska.
Oh, do
Badly.
they?
I think so. No. I'm just saying they want to be like Alaska. I didn't say they want to acquire Alaska, and we wouldn't give it to them anyway. It's a
Oh,
very nice
okay.
state.
All right.
contiguous. It's not contiguous. That's a fancy word from saying it's not
Yeah,
connected.
it's you gotta,
Uh,
make sure you
I,
know make sure when you're using words, guys,
mhm.
you know what they mean.
Hey,
That's always
I always try to.
why I stopped.
You stopped using words?
But if I don't know what they mean, hell yeah, I'm gonna just say
You seem to use words very well, my friend. You were
no. I'm
very well
saying like if
spoken.
I don't know what they mean, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm not gonna be that person. Um,
What was what was it? It was I used to watch this great HBO show called Entourage. And like
mm,
they would use real word wrong all the time. I would love that. We're not
great show,
coagulating. It was so funny.
coagulating. That's
And
a
I'm
good
like,
show,
I don't
man.
think that word means what you think it means.
Yes, or plethora of piñatas.
Man,
Plethora of piñatas.
the advice that advice offers a plethora of wisdom. Yes, that's right.
Mm,
Anyway, thanks. It's good to see you. We got lovely folks here to this evening. Thank you for being
yeah,
here. Polly is just crushing the interview, but we have more segments to get to, Polly, because
Russian.
I want to make sure we get to talk a little bit about the performance of the Marvels, if not the film itself. And I want to be able to
We were
have
having
you.
such a good time,
We're
culture.
not getting there yet. Calm down. We're going to do actual news stories next. Okay,
All right. All right.
not made up things.
Mm.
So let's take a look at that, and we'll get going from there. Oh, Polly, you sent me that link. I am going to go buy the bacon scented gift wrapping paper.
Yeah, man.
I'm doing it, dude. I'm doing it. I love you for that. All right, let's get to the next segment, which is today's topics. Here we go. And the word plethora came from our good friend Punkwaddle. Punkwaddle with today's word of the day: plethora. Empress and M says a cornucopia. That's right. Speaking of
Ooh.
cornucopia, we are approaching Thanksgiving.
Mm.
Getting close. All right, let's dive first into this. This story like blew my mind when I heard it. It was yesterday when my
Mm.
troubles seemed so far away, but
Ooh.
now I know that they're here to stay.
Ooh.
I do believe, though, that the troubles are over for this publication. Jezebel is no longer with us. At the feminist
You serious?
magazine. Yeah, they're done. Yeah, they shut down. Parent Geo Media slashes a ton of jobs. They also lost a bunch of jobs at other places like Kotaku. That place is not long for this world either. They couldn't sell
Wow.
it. They
Wow.
couldn't sell it. This came along with Gawker and many other things that kind of don't exist anymore, or just they're
Gawker's
limping
out,
along.
huh?
They're limping along. There's like all of these brands that like rolled over to Geo and a couple other places just kind of
This is
either.
happy. This is happy news.
Is it okay? Well, they didn't like us
I don't
very
like
much.
people losing their jobs, but hey,
That's
no one
right.
likes the work you're doing. Go get another job.
Oh my goodness. Lil Chad for 7 months. We are going to get to this guy. We'll come back to this one, Lil Chad. But Deadline is using the performance of Blade in '98 with a $40 million budget to try and positive spin the Marvels. They're incredibly dumb. I don't know. What do you think about that, Polly?
Mamadas.
Okay.
When I read that, that's the first thing that came out of my first thought.
Well, in French, it's merde.
Yeah, but a lot of it, a lot of it,
A
a
load of
lot of it,
merde.
a lot of what Access Media, mainstream media.
I,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I wish I had that clip from oh my gosh, Jurassic Park. Where Goldblum
Oh,
walks up on that giant pile of poo.
oh yeah.
Anyway, we will get to the Marvel stuff in a minute, but
I
thank
got a
you, Lil
Jurassic
Chad.
Park
Really?
movie making. I was a post production intern, paying job in the '90s on the Universal lot. We got our own cart. We would drive from our office to our parking, to our parking spots.
Right.
What we would do is the hardest job in the world. We would make copies of dailies of TV shows that were being filmed back in the day, and the dailies would be on VHSs. Then we'd have to deliver them to the executive producers at their houses, and that was the job. It was the greatest job in the world. I mean, it was just awesome. We were a rowdy bunch. Anyways, I remember having lunch one time by the parking lot, and there was this, and it was the parking lot that had a like a 3-story, parking structure. And I remember I was outdoor eating. There was a huge group walking down the lane towards me, and they were like, people were pointing, people were doing this, people doing that, people pointing. And then there's this one little guy who was just like kind of just like chill, walking, would cross his arms, and they kept getting closer and closer and closer. And it was Steven Spielberg, and he just makes one point, and they're all like writing notes, and then they take off. I mean, they were like right this close to me, CC, and
Wow.
it was and later on, like literally days later, they started building the cliff in Lost World where the RVs fall off the cliff.
Right, right,
They
right, right,
build a
right. Yeah.
cliff along the freaking 3-story parking structure, bro. The whole thing. It was amazing. I love movie making. I just and then during that time, I remember seeing Goldblum in all black. Just he had, was just probably walking from his wagon to the
Right.
set, but just his
Wow.
walk, man. What a G. What a G. That was a great, fantastic moment.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, I can't wait. We're going to get to the Marvel story, folks. I promise. But
Yeah.
let's tackle this first. So you've got all these other things that they publish. They published Deadspin, Gizmodo, The Onion, several other things. By the way, that I think they had. I think at one point they had like the 20 brands. But
Mm,
they're blaming economic. This is the fancy way for saying we don't make things people want. We don't
mm,
make things that people want to pay for. Economic headwinds are rattling our business. Well, sure.
mm.
Nobody reads our stuff, so our advertising revenue is down, so we can't pay these people. That's why WAPO's got to get rid of people. That's why the Times is getting rid of people and has gotten rid of people. Nobody's paying for this stuff. And you can try a subscription service, but
Mhm.
those are going away. So it's not working.
No.
But Jezebel did attack a lot of people, like that umbrella guy and other people that we know here. But they also like did a lot of garbage. But anyway, basically they just can't sell it.
Mm.
So they say they might still find a buyer, a partner, or enough advertised support to bring it back fully.
No. No way.
I don't think so.
No way. The audience has changed. People have
Yeah,
grown out of it,
yeah.
and then or they've found other people like us to support. You
Well,
know.
and here's probably the most intellectual thing that's said. Right, the closure of Jezebel also underscores the fundamental flaws in the ad-supported media model, where concerns
Mm,
about brand safety
mm,
limit monetizing content about the biggest, most important stories of the day. Stories that create huge traffic because people read and share them.
mm,
Yeah, a well-run company would have moved away from an advertising model, but instead they were shuttering the brand entirely because of their strategic and commercial ineptitude. And this is true. They only do self-serving, politically self-serving stuff, right? I mean, seems like, you want to do an important story, but you don't want to challenge your audience to think about something in a different way. I think that's pretty in touch with, what's actually happening out there. I don't know. What do you think?
uh, their shit's in the past. They're not part of the future. Let it all
Yeah.
die. And what we're doing is the present and the future. In fact, now taking it to the next level, people like you guys, like you were saying, creating companies, creating creative ideas, all inspired by the likes of Ethan Van Sciver and Eric July. Eh, That's we're the future, man. I mean, the possibilities for what we are doing is endless, absolutely endless, right? And if you're thinking of doing anything that we are doing, do not wait.
No, go down.
There is no time like the present.
Yeah.
And the more you can practice and do what you want to do, you're gonna find your voice, and and you'll find the audience. But now is the time, guys. Now is the time. I mean,
I think I think that sage.
bozo, yeah, these bozo freaking rags are gone. And we deal with this with even within our own Latino community. You have all these clown show websites that proclaim this, proclaim that, even these clown ass what do you call it, groups and committees and panels about the Latino this, Latino that. They don't do shit. All they do is award each other and kiss each other's ass. Who
Yeah.
wants that? You guys want stuff that the Slant's doing, the Daily Cella's doing, real shit for real
Yeah.
people, and that's what you. Then that's what all our friends are doing. That's what all our
Yeah.
friends are doing.
I yeah, and then you look at this.
Look at
This
this.
is
Look
yeah,
at this.
look at this. This
Look at
this
this.
guy here did this thing here, and
Yep.
this is just the beginning, you
This
know?
is a first step. This is the
Yeah.
first step into entertainment, a new series of sci-fi fantasy novellas, and this is my first one of many. And thanks for bringing it up. We're at 84%, guys. And
Getting close. Getting
and
close.
Visinger knows we get Kenneth Castillo and other Latinos to get on board with decentralization. Director Kenneth Castillo, he's done 9 feature films, one with Danny Trejo. You know, he can't, he's rattling the cages because uh just the hypocrisy of Hollywood. So
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
visit. But back to this, I can't thank you guys enough. There's a lot of people, Read by Nature, Roman and Empire, Deleted Scenes, to Chris Gore, to Alan Ning, to Tom, who Midnight Edge, who become backers. 76 backers. Dude, the 76 backers, man. And you know, uh yeah, I don't know if you had any questions for me, Culture, in regards to the story, or I don't know what, but
Well, yeah, I think you've covered it quite well, but if you wanna lay out the basics again, I think that people kinda wanna understand what this is, where you're headed with it, what they're gonna find from the characters that you've created. By the way, the art on the characters is cool. My goodness.
yeah,
Oh,
hit the C option, hit the C options for
I
me.
did. Boom, there you go.
And if you scroll, you'll see the different artwork. Um, and those are the different characters that some of the characters that inhabit this world that I've created. And I don't know, man. I don't want to repeat myself to a majority of you guys. I don't. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like reading a snippet that I haven't read yet.
Okay.
I don't know if you're into that.
At this age, your time to talk about it, dude.
Do you guys? So yeah, that's one of our characters, and she's on the
Yeah,
cover of this. Um, we got the great Cameron Pasha, who was able to give me a nice recommendation on the back of the book.
it looks good, man.
Uh, so yeah, let me find let me find a spot here. Okay,
Yeah.
give me a second if you don't mind.
Yep. And stuttering guitarist, I see your super chat. We'll get to it in just a minute. Just a minute.
So our lead character is a healer, and let me jump around. That's Bobo Freehand. He's a bad dude. He's a bad dude, and that's Charleston. That level sold out, which is great. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. That was. You get all
Mm.
the bells and whistles. Um. So let me let me I'm gonna read a part. It's kind of out of context, but I'm just gonna let it roll.
All right.
And hear so you guys can hear the language. Now, this is our lead guy speaking. My cousins and I are celestial beings, and we use our unique gifts for good. But Bravo, shit. Think of Bravo as our abuelo, everybody's granddaddy. Now, to get to his lands, which resides in Mictlan, you have to die in this world. Just talking about this lore gets my blood going. Damn, I love my job. Now, it's not like one of those sacrifices that were totally blown out of proportion from European history books that made the Aztecs look like bloodthirsty motherfuckers. This sacrifice has no finality. Yes, the body ceases to work, but our divine selves take the next step and choose to come back to be of service or not. The collective has chosen the former. Past events run through me. I poetically dream, cough, and recollect. I was on a northbound train earlier. The flux encounters a human body, shaping spaces, all living apart, yet breathing the same putrid air like that CO2. I turn into oxygen. Long tunnels, turned, twisted, and baffled possible routes in my head, spilling out into the station. I saw broken bodies with new cracked smiles grunt and claw their way out and above. New travelers packed in from the overground, 103rd and Watts. Tower Station shines away. Everyone sitting here speaks to each other in silence.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that was incredibly engrossing.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, I think the audience is going to eat this up when they get it, and I think that this is again foundational. But I think you're right. I think it's just the start, and I can't believe you already sold out of your highest tier. That's amazing. The tier two is still available. You're not quite bought out of that yet. What is it? 9, 11 left. 11 left. 11 of those left. You got, gosh, several more left of a half left of the Amigos tier one.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Well, in tier one is, and then the audio, anyone can get the audio. It's gonna be, ongoing. But one of the great processes of this is I got to work with an editor, and one of the notes you gave me was make chapter 5 chapter 1 because you explained the universe more and you don't want people to get lost. So I'm going to skip back to the beginning
yeah.
and read a little bit more. And this is the very first paragraph chapter, but it's after the glossary of characters, right? It's after you get to, ooh, what is this glossary? All right, this first chapter is called Forever Now. Yuval, before we begin, let me give you a little Forever Now universe rundown. Take the glossary above and pay attention. My time is valuable, yet time and dates don't really match up the way you all count shit. So just abandon your calendars and holidays for the rest of this tale, okay? Dwellers are the mindless minions. Scallywags or waggers are warriors, tough as shit. Disciples are the generals. Think Norse gods and roids. Rare are the dark lords of Mictlan. The fallen sun, or FS, is one such dark asshole. Now, on our end, the collective, we got composers, healers, scouts, observers. It's a lot to cover, but just know we don't have a hierarchy. It's just one never ending family feud that soon will end. Now, the most powerful entity ever created was a Hot Five. These motherfuckers were timekeepers of old, were god warriors of sound. Sound is a mathematical language we all speak. My celestial kin, who are musicians, know this. The Hot Five embody love, save civilians time and time again. Their power? When playing together, the Hot Five created waves, shit, laser blasts of energy from their instruments. The drum, bass, guitar, horn, and accordion channeled elements. High force vibrations that did the will of their players. Plenty of times, space waggers raged wars with the Hot Five and the time gates they protected. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost died. And then we go into our
That's
story.
amazing, Paulie. That's amazing. You got a great comment here on the screen, and I know you're dealing with this, so they drop some info here.
Yeah, so actually the MP3 is me and Romy reading the this. So she takes
Mm.
a chapter, I take a chapter. It's already done. I'm just gonna start piecing together, get the audio levels right, and what will happen, anyone who gets the and who buys the audio, the MP3, You guys are gonna get that days after the campaign because that's ready. And
Wow.
we collect it. We're gonna, with Indiegogo, what's so great is that it gives us the information. So whether it's mail or snail mail, I'm gonna get it to you guys.
That's great, man.
So excited, dude. As you could tell, I get excited just
Oh,
reading.
but see, everybody in the chat's like commenting how wonderful it is. So, and a lot of people are like me, like GJ Ronnie G. I like audiobooks, man, because I can listen to them while I'm working, while I'm doing, like if I'm writing a script or something, I'm listening to somebody, at our
Yeah.
podcast. So that, dude,
So
that's my jam.
listen, we've been asked this a lot, and what this MP3 is gonna be really just us performing it, very little sound effects. To do an audible, we've been approached. I mean, it's like the upstart is like $800, production right now.
Woohoo!
It's like, you know what? We're gonna do this MP3 just for you guys,
Mm.
right? Because the what I have to do is I gotta make sure that people from, let's say, CC Karaoke to Roman of the Empire to Soul Assassin to Maria to whatever, that you guys are entertained, that you guys get something out of this, because that is what our community is about. It's like, tell us great stories. I'm telling you a great story. And
Uh,
so, I'm great stories. I want to entertain you guys, want to go the extra mile. I mean,
you you
you know,
had me, dude, and you had the audience there. You're telling a great story. It's very compelling. So,
yeah.
thanks for
And then,
reading that,
what's
man.
cool is that you can keep going back to the glossary too,
Mhm.
because it's got the glossary kind of identifies like what does an observer do? What's a scout? What's a healer? And Charleston is a healer, and he's also, as you could tell, poetic and pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
and he says words that are usually not said on my channel except Sunday late at night.
sorry, man.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm
Paulie,
sorry.
there was no way I was going to stop because I was enjoying it too much. So it was fantastic.
I was on
But
Force of Light, and so I kind of already
oh,
knew going in. All right, don't curse, Paul. So I had to like,
let
yeah,
me clean this up. Yeah, no, and I wouldn't have told you anything. I want people to hear the book and the enthusiasm and and then the vernacular is important because you're telling the story from this character's perspective. So
yeah.
it
And
has to be authentic.
no one gets a free pass. Our heroes
Mm.
suffer a lot. Our heroes go through a lot of stuff, men and women. And there's no, any of the modern issues.
Uh,
You know, this is vaulted. And what I also do is I take Mesoamerican lore and I kind of make them fantasy. So that's not like history.
uh,
It's a lot of
well,
fun.
and we'll jump back to talking about that in just a moment.
Cool.
We do,
Thank you,
man. We're not.
thank you, CC.
Oh no, you guys are. It's easy to support you, but we got to get back to this Jezebel story because we did get a super chat on it. So I'm gonna pull it back up on the screen. Um, oh, that's still you. Oh, dang! So promoting you, I got to stop doing that. I'm just kidding. Let me grab it real quick. I want to talk about it because we did get a super on it, and did I do it again?
What
I
do you
did it
what
again.
what do you do?
I keep picking your stuff instead of the story I want to
Well,
share.
I
Hang on.
hit the Indiegogo as culture's trying to
Yeah.
find our other story. What can I
I don't
tell
know
you?
what happened. I keep sharing your thing. All right, there we go. All right, there it is.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Jezebel went out of business. They're just done. And we got a super on this, so I want to address that. And we got a couple of things. Like the great Chris Bursa gifted 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you so very much. You all are incredible. Incredible.
Incredible.
And I got the little Chads already. We got Eric Winberg. We didn't get this from Stuttering Guitarist for $5. Says, anyone upset by Jezebel being shut down were also upset that the Frankenweenie wasn't about John Wayne Bobbitt.
Wow.
Oh, deep cut. Literally. Oh. Wow, I almost did Alf there.
That
Not
was
as
a
good
little
as
owlish at the end.
it was. Ha! My voice is going. These allergies crushed me, dude. I don't know what it is. The desert in Vegas is different than my desert. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Lemon water.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
drink
I know,
lemon
bro.
water
I
all
know.
day long.
This weekend. That's all. That's yeah. No, I'm going to stick with the tea at the moment. But Yeah, no, this weekend, that'll be what I'll be sipping on while I get everything ready for next week, so, but,
Mm.
I just think that I think the Jezebel story is important because we're gonna see more of this. It's not going away. It's gonna be a lot of these entities that just kind of fade away, and
Oh.
that's why we got onto the conversation about we need more of that. We need more view. We need more of what's happening. And I'm gonna highlight little chat again real quick because
Mhm.
I wanna get to the Marvel story,
Mm.
and we're not gonna make it to the third one, which is about South Park. I'm gonna do a video on it anyway, so
Mm.
but yeah, there's some new South Park stuff out there. So, but look, this is Lil Chad, runs a great show right after this one at Ascendant Art. Usually, I send you right over to that, and I may still be able to do that. But anyway, hopefully, I remember to do that by the end of the stream. But do check out Ascendant Art when you're done here. But eh, Captain Marvel's just wrecked. I mean, or and the world that they're building with the second film, The Marvels, is just wrecked.
Mm.
And $6.6 million. Paulie, talk about how poor this performance is.
Well, I heard it went down to 6.5 actually.
Oh,
And,
really?
it's like a third of what, was it Ant-Man or Captain Marvel was?
No,
Of as far
Quantumania. It's tripled it up. It's 3 times more. Because if it's you
Quantumania
said
was 3 times
6.5,
more? Right.
yeah, if it's 6.5, it's like triple what, not quite triple, but just under triple what. I mean, Quantumania made it 3 times as much money.
Right,
It's
that's
just
what I'm saying. Right, yeah,
it's
yeah.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I
radioactive,
mean,
sir.
it's, it's it's horrifically bad in a long line of bad films from Marvel, one after the other, one after the I don't count Guardians. It's not a Feige production. I don't count
Oh, it's
that.
Gunn. Yeah, Gunn.
Yeah,
You can
it's
see
done.
Gunn's hand.
Yeah.
Everything
Mhm,
after the first Guardians film
mhm.
is what gave you the structure to finish the third phase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So,
roadmap.
listen, yeah, uh, I know I saw it yesterday. I don't wanna, say anything more, but,
Please
you
don't,
know
because I haven't seen it
Mhm.
yet, and I'm going to do a review on it. But
Yeah,
from
I
what I
mean,
understand,
mhm.
Mr. H reported all the spoilers, right?
No, he
Before the
didn't.
film came out, he did a video on it. And I watched that because I was like, I'm not going to go see this. And now I have to go see it because this is going to be historic failure. Anyway, please continue. Sorry about that.
No, there's a reason why my review out of the theater review is blown up on my channel. Like with a lot of what we do, it's all about authenticity, and you're fooling yourself if you first what on any level that you were gifted free tickets or you went to an opening, I don't know what. That is an ego stroke, and they're gonna hope that you give it a positive review, which you can
Right.
see so many did. And what a lack of integrity, and really I just like beside myself. I just couldn't believe it because in my opinion, this is just me, right?
Mm.
I just think it's so unwatchable. So I don't, if I keep
Wow.
putting it off.
So you're like the fifth person that I trust. It's like this is a muddled mess.
Yeah.
It's undisciplined throughout, and
Mhm.
it sounds like it was even more hampered by whatever happened in the edit. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
and
I
again,
could throw in I did love Iman. I love
oh
Iman
yeah,
Vellani.
her enthusiasm for playing that character
Mhm.
is delivered, on the screen.
She's
And
very
I'm going back
charming.
to the Miss Marvel TV show, right?
Yeah.
Because I went back and watched a couple episodes of that, and I was because again, it's the show's not for me, but she loves playing this character,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I think that's a good example of, a show that's not for us, and
Yeah,
yet you could see the entertainment value,
yeah,
with her.
yeah,
It
her
wasn't great on the
specifically.
villains, it wasn't
Yeah,
great on, but it was rather endearing and
yeah.
charming. There's
Thanks.
n peace. Peace out,
Thanks,
Phoenix.
Phoenix Knight.
So
Yeah.
that's the only thing that I liked, but I knew I was gonna like her anyways.
Yeah. And
So
everybody who's seen this has said that she's it. She's the film. If you're gonna pull anything out of it, it's gonna be her because she's good.
yeah,
So
but that being said, I would say
yeah.
save your money, wait till it comes on streaming, go watch Radical, go watch The Holdovers.
Oh yeah, the leftovers.
Holdovers?
Oh, I thought it was leftovers. It's the
Is it
holdovers. That's
the
Giamatti, right?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Holdovers,
Obviously,
Holdovers.
you liked it.
I loved it.
The trailer
Absolutely
looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna see that
Yeah.
too. That this weekend's gonna be
Dude,
like 2 movies then.
dude, you'd like it because
Yeah.
it was came out the year it said is Christmas 1970.
It looks really, Mammoth, right? It looks very Mammoth. I was like, okay, I'm gonna love this. No?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's as
Did,
disturbing or
oh no,
dark
no.
as
Like
Mammoth's characters are,
state and Maine Mammoth, right?
you know. But listen, it's that is a movie to see. Great job. You want to feel good about humanity? You want to feel good about people doing great things in the
It
world?
looks good.
Go see Radical.
Yeah,
No,
that
no,
looks
go
good.
see Radical.
Okay.
That is an incredibly uplifting film.
Yeah, I knew the film you were talking about. So yeah.
So
man,
I'm just saying is that
I don't know if I have
this,
time for three films, dude. I have to
this,
see this. I have to do my review.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we've come from Iron Man.
Wait. Hang on. All right,
Hang
because Osmora looks
Yes.
like Osmora, you're not gonna go, are you? I just want to say thank you, Osmora, for gifting 5 Culture Casino memberships. Osmora 199. Gotta love it. I appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you for being a member. Thanks for gifting memberships regularly. It means the world to me. You guys are I love doing this because I love being here with all of you. So Osmora, that was a generous gift, and I really hope that really hope you're sticking around because yeah, it is what it is. Or maybe he was saying goodnight till night. Maybe. Hopefully Osmora's not leaving. But Stunt Brat popped in too, who says Culture and Paulie, my 2 faves. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Stunt Brat. Stunt Brat, real retired stunt person.
Yes.
Real.
And I do want to
here.
see Priscilla as well. I do want to see Priscilla.
Yeah. I hear there's so much going on in the background there that's kind of a mess.
But
right?
see, I'd rather give that my attention because at least it's it's a story from our pop culture history, like it's interesting. Priscilla Presley, Elvis. I like that stuff.
Okay, Osmora is clearing that up, saying goodbye to Phoenix Knight.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I flipped out. I'm like, no, you just got here. But anyway, no. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, and Tim's here too. What's up, Timmy? But yeah,
this is not good, guys. And the 6.5. And I say the more that it fails, let it burn. Let Marvel burn down. The more
well, they don't. It doesn't need our help, Paulie. It's self-immolating in a way that I don't. I've never seen a company destroy 2 just
That's true.
radioactive franchises that like just make money. They print money. They in the form of merchandise. In the films, they sell DVDs and Blu-rays. They sell everything. You build attractions based on them, and then you make them interesting and crappy. But
that's so weird, right? It's so weird because man, they just ran it down.
Here's the new version of that story. I refreshed it because the wonderful chat here, including Penny and little Chad said, I want to get this back on the screen. I'm not YouTubing well today. You know what? It's because I took time off. See, Paulie, don't take time off, okay? Because it messes you up. But the Marvels is heading to the lowest opening ever for Disney MCU, 47 to 55. And I still am sticking with this, folks. I'm sticking with the bottom end at 43 million. I think this will do worse. I really do. They wanted a 140 global open on this. It ain't happening. What do you think?
this, yeah. I mean, this is a disaster. I'd be shocked if it hit 50 million. Be shocked, and unless they add Canada, or Mexico with it.
So, well, here's the thing. Now, look, the Incredible Hulk from 2008
2008.
is that's what is that? Is that
Let's do the money right
Ings?
now. I'll find the money right now.
Who is that? That's I don't know, man. I really that 2008 money. That's pretty good, right? You're gonna make me
Yeah,
look up the inflation calendar, aren't you?
that's what I'm doing.
Oh, you're already there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is 55.4 million in 2008 the equivalent of now?
Oh, you're doing that? Okay, you got it.
No, you.
Okay, give me a second.
All
Jesus,
right.
I stopped because I thought,
Because
you
I
know
was
how
like,
that
oh, you're
goes.
doing.
Yeah.
I do. But that's just insane.
What did I do? Jesus,
Oh, I don't know.
I
So
don't know, guys.
okay, so this 2008 today, and we're gonna enter $54 million, right? Yeah, and calculate. Bam. There's been 43% inflation since then,
Wow.
and
Yeah,
now
I'm terrible at this.
the same item would cost 77.1 million
Okay, so really, the Incredible Hulk made 77 million bucks.
in its opening weekend.
Okay,
So,
all right, and
so if this thing finishes under,
this is like the second one. You know, this is the big one. It's not like they don't know who. Like Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a great film. That first one was great.
and then I did not like the second film.
No, or the
I did
third.
not like it.
Hmm. But yeah, man, what a disaster. You know, and then they're
Vin Zinger wants to know when are you going to appear on Brandon the Anime Guys? Anime 101.
I don't know, man. I can't really, commit. Brand's a cool dude. It's just I'm so far away from anything anime, on a regular basis. It's like, like
Yeah,
almost like
I promise you'll find something you can talk about. I love going on his streams when
yeah.
I can. Yeah. And I mean, we talked
Oh,
about Trigun for the better part of like an hour, I think, because it's one of the ones I really enjoy. And he let me talk a little bit about Last Exile, which is one of my favorite
yeah.
animes.
See, I
And
don't
of
even
course,
know anything. The thing is that I don't have any favorite anime because I just
did you
don't watch.
not watch the Cyberpunk anime on Netflix?
Nope. The
Dude,
only
watch
thing I've
that
ever
one.
watched, the only thing anime is I watched a couple episodes of Cowboy Bebop, a couple episodes of
Hi,
One Piece.
Weatherman.
Yeah. So, like again, it's like,
Oh yeah, Guyver's a good choice.
you
Yeah,
know,
Trigun. Yeah, I mean, you talk to anybody. Trigun, you can watch for free, dude. So, and they're short episodes. They're well drawn. The dub's fantastic. If you want to do it in the original, you can watch the subs. But it's an easy story to follow. You'll like it because it's very much a western.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's a good
it's just
choice.
not my thing. And I'm so busy with just what I cover for the channel. And then with the book and then with my other work, it's just a tall order for me. I mean, I'm behind on slant stuff. So,
Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm just saying, if you get a chance, and Last Exile is my favorite because of the airships. And this is somebody who
cool,
knows what it is. 14 is,
cool.
it's incredible. And then there's two kids in it. I mean, it's really kind of a cool thing. And
No, I'm
they
sure.
and
Listen, I know
yeah,
it is. I know it is. It's
yeah.
just a matter of
There's so many good, but anyway, so no, I promise you, if you watch a couple of the Vash the Stampede, you watch Trigun, you watch Vash in there, Vash the
Mhm.
Stampede, and you'll be like, okay, I'm turned on to this. It's fantastic. But anyway, so back to the story. So 55.4 million in 2008.
Yeah.
Would and then you had 57.2 million in 2015, right?
Right. Yeah.
Uh, Howard the Duck isn't technically in this universe. None of this shit is to be. Wow, I just cursed on my channel. But the only thing that would be in this universe that really would be a competitor is this one, the 2015 Ant-Man. And even then, the
Mm,
difference in money is pretty
yeah.
steep. But I'm more Morbius. Okay, I get it. But why are you going back to Blade? The money wasn't even close to the same.
But see, you know, the thing with they're going to Sony Marvel's Morbius.
And
You know, it's like nobody knew who Morbius was as far as the
uh,
normies, right? You know, much less Jared Leto, but it's like, and then we're supposed to like, you know, everyone's supposed to be a crowning moment, a victory lap for the Marvels, you know, Captain Marvel and although, you know,
I,
all the
Mavis,
achievements there.
Mavis, I want to apologize. I said a bad word. I did a swear. I'm
Mm,
sorry. Um, no, dude, I'm with you.
mhm.
You can't really compare these. They're not apples and oranges, apples to apples. I mean, it's apples and oranges. But it doesn't matter. You look at like the big numbers that came out of Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Which is
Yeah,
right here. You know,
one little movie.
that was
One
a
little,
day and date release.
yeah.
You know, and it still knocked the ball out of the park, right?
See,
You,
this is what I was hoping that the with Five Nights that would have happened with Blue Beetle. And that it
dude.
would give a week and then boom, you go right to streaming. They're finally going to streaming in a week.
I want to say this because this is the thing.
Mhm.
Chris, yes, we almost did get a shoe inbound. She is listening to the show right now.
All right, Mavis.
But real quick, you and I agreed Blue Beetle had an opportunity to be an incredible film. There were a few things in there I, didn't think was great, but overall, it's one of the best superhero films released this year. I think it suffered from the tone deaf marketing campaign up front because a lot of people did take that statement to heart from the crazy uncle, right? And you know,
Well,
other than
yeah,
that,
I think with Blue Beetle, it just didn't get the marketing dollars. I mean, look at all the marketing dollars that Marvels has gotten the last couple of weeks.
well, but okay, but it's not fair for us to compare DC and Marvel though
Right.
because
Okay,
but
right. Well, or
yeah.
even, you know, even the Flash. Okay, we'll give it the Flash was just
Well,
all
but
over.
this thing's kicking the Flash in the pants. I mean, that's a
So
problem.
it goes back to what's the quality, right?
Yeah.
Like there was maybe some problems with Blue Beetle, but quality was a
Oh, the
quality
CGI
little
was
or
top notch. I mean, it
uh,
was better
was a
than
it,
anything we'd
to me
seen.
as a quality or a
Yeah.
little story, and
Yeah.
it had a lot of character. This has no character, and on the what 300 million it cost almost.
Y Yeah, actually,
Wow,
technically, by the time we are visited with the proper budget, I think it'll be somewhere around 330 million, and they got a
Jesus
massive well,
Christ.
look, I think they felt comfortable spending an extra $100 million on it because they were gonna get that UK tax break, and technically, according to them, right now, they're only out of pocket on it because of the tax break, 220 million.
But see,
So
this is gonna go off a cliff too in the
oh,
second
dude,
weekend, bro.
there's no profit here.
There's no
This thing
profit.
Yeah, this thing is going to be a red line of about $200 million. You're looking at a
I
lot
mean,
of red ink.
are we gonna
Yeah.
see Fat resign because of this? God, I would love
Feige?
that. Yeah, man, this is
I
embarrassing,
why would
man.
he resign?
Get the
Look,
regime out there. Get some new people in. Get us in
well,
there.
hey, I tell you what, every leadership position anywhere in Disney should be
Yeah,
under review right now.
but
I-
so yeah, this is a disaster. This is everything everyone thought it would be, and you know,
Somebody
yeah,
suggests, oh, Christopher Dominguez suggests that you and I should have Doomcock appear on our streams. I think that would be great. I think I think Paulie should be on Doomcock stream to promote his book. I think that'd be awesome.
Well, I was on last week, and Doomcock has been on the slant a couple times, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
I've never had the opportunity to have him on the channel. I think that's
yeah.
a great idea.
So
But you know all the famous people. That's just Paulie. You're just a famous guy.
silly.
You are.
But
When I grew up, I want to be Paulie.
mm,
Yeah, I just don't want to have short hair like Paulie. All right, one more time. We have to get back to this amazing thing that Paulie's been working on. We have to get back to Paulie's book, his novella, which I think it's brilliant.
thanks, man.
I think that the things that we've heard from it, and I've had a little sneak view of some things. I think that it's genius. In fact, let me embiggen you. I'm gonna embiggen. Oh, I hit the wrong button. See, I'm a professional YouTuber, kids. Here we go.
Yeah,
There you go.
there it is.
There it is. It's real.
It's real. Go to the Indiegogo right now. I think we're like a few dollars away from actual breaking through the $3,000 mark.
Break on through to the other side.
Yeah.
I think you're doing well.
Yeah.
Wow, you are really close, dude.
Yeah, we're like 20 something bucks from hitting 3,000. So
oh man, let's take a look at it. I can bring it up right now. Bam, there it is.
yeah.
The man, the
So,
man,
yeah,
the legend.
support indie projects.
And this is something that has a place to go too, right? Because I mean, you've got a whole universe ready to go. In case people weren't here with us earlier.
Yeah, and in that second video, see the thumbnail for the second video underneath there.
Oh, right here. Bam.
That's me and Romy. That's our best moments.
I like how you made sure that the YouTube play button was right over Romy's face. Well done.
Hey, that wasn't me. But you read it. We perform it. So if you wanted to hear some of it again.
Oh, yeah. Really? Right now?
Yeah, that video. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Station change on a new bus bound for Yuma. More points of encounter, so many lost ones. Till I'm rid of this holding tank of toxins, there's not another soul I can help. That would kill me for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, she's incredible. Like they call me Charleston. Yeah, you don't need to play those. Part 1, Forever Now. Hubel, before we begin, let me give you a little Forever Now universe rundown. Take the glossary above and pay attention. My time is valuable. A time and dates don't really match up in the way you all count shit. So just
of course it has cursing in it, Paulie. Oh, that's so amazing. Dude.
Hey, I told you. If you scroll through, get to Romy's. Oh, okay, take it off.
No, she's so good, dude. And I can't wait for this. I don't want to spoil it for people. Guys, check this out. This campaign, let me get it back on the screen.
The link in. Oh yeah, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
Reed and Chris are backers. A lot of backers here tonight.
Yeah. Oh, and there it is. Yeah. Chris is awesome.
Yeah, bro.
But no, it's this is for real. And if you go back, re-listen to the stream where Paulie was actually reading us from the introduction, the chapter that introduces the universe to you, having you consult the glossary, which Paulie says if you go back to, that adds more depth to it. Mm-hmm. So by the time we get to the second part of this novella, you're going to be like completely engrossed in this world if you weren't already in just that couple of moments.
And if you're a Cameron Pasha fan, he says, They Call Me Charleston introduces us to a rich reality filled with fascinating characters, steeped in Mesoamerican myth, brought to life in the modern world. I want to see more of their adventures. Cameron Pasha.
Yeah, and I mean, and I think it's phenomenal. If people have just taken a look at this, it looks about $3,500 gets them to where they need to be. So we're really close, guys. We're so close to 3K. We're 84% of the way. 6 days left. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really great to be to be that close. And being this close, we're like in that really awesome zone where we're gonna get some beautiful stuff done for you guys. That's Bravo.
So yeah, this is the elder, right? The guy that
that's the granddaddy.
Yeah,
And then
and
he has his own book. So
oh,
Bravo's the oldest character I've written.
wow. And not only that, he's kind of the guy that doesn't do anything until he's forced to do something.
Right. He actually isn't even bothered. He doesn't want to bother coming to Earth. It's like, spare me. I know.
Yeah, James Esparza does such a great job on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. He really did.
I love it. All right, well, Paulie, we're going to wind up. So we already promoted all of the wonderful things that you're doing,
Yes.
but this is the time to plug yourself.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the YouTube channel, we've been kind of like on a nice, we're in a nice spot right now. We're really hitting on some topics and getting my slant to you, my perspective on things, like just straight to you guys. And so you guys have been responding pretty nice the last couple of weeks. So come and check out the channel. And now that actors can talk again, we will be having some wonderful people come and talk about their strike experience, because it was pretty rough on them.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Yeah, and Paulie does know a lot of wonderful people in Hollywood that do show up on his channel, so he's worth your subscription if you aren't already. I hope I convinced you to do that today, and I hope you check out his Novella project, which, they call me Charleston, is linked in the chat from Chris, and I will have it in the description in just a few moments. Now, normally I forward you to another channel to go check out their live stream. Today, you're being forwarded back to Ascendant Art. Go check them out. They're having a good time there. They are funny, and they have a very unique perspective on things because they have varying types of life experiences, and which I think makes all the streams even more wonderful. Thanks, Paulie, for being on with us today. Thank you all in the audience out there. You guys crushed it. And thank you for the generosity. We had wonderful super chats and many membership gifts and all of that. You guys really do make the channel go, as WDW Pro would say. On that note, I will end the stream the same way I always do. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, see ya!
Request our flood test be seated this time. We're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.